Hey, what's up everybody? Mike with SCHEELS Outdoors here today in South Dakota with Tyler Hansen, Sioux Falls SCHEELS fishing expert. We got an exciting day for you here. We're gonna go through new rods in the 2023 fishing lineup, and we are gonna hopefully catch some fish here. So Tyler, what is it like being a SCHEELS fishing expert?
Well, for one, it's a dream come true job. I get to talk fishing every day. I get to teach fishing. I get to hear stories about fishing and learning what they did and also learning what we talked about.
Nice. What's your favorite part about being in the fishing shop?
My favorite part is the interaction with the customers, listening to their story, learning about what they did, how they produced fish, how they had a good time on the water, just the same as I do.
Love it. So what's your favorite style of fishing?
One of my favorite style of fishing is probably rip jigging, whether it's a jig wrap, blade bait, any of those style baits where you're more hunting the fish instead of just sitting on top of fish and focusing.
Okay, just really getting out, getting after them, finding them.
Yep, chasing them down on live sonar, picking out what fish. It's actually more of a hunting style of fishing instead of just sitting and waiting.
So that's what we're gonna start out doing today. And we have one of our brand new rods that we're gonna showcase and talk a little bit about why it's a great rod for this application. So what do you got in your hand?
So this is our new 2023 SCHEELS 1 limited edition rod. It's a little bit of an upgrade from last year. This is a 6'9" medium extra fast. For fishing jigging wraps, this is one of my favorite go-to rods. Has a real light weight to it, but a good enough backbone where you can really rip that jig and get that bait going from side to side.
Okay, so what do you got on there for like line and like swivel? How does that whole setup work?
So this, I got a 15-pound braid. I got it paired up with a fluorocarbon 12-pound leader. I got a barrel swivel up at the top, and then I tied my baits directly to the bait. It gets a little bit more action. Takes a little bit more time to swap them out, but I really think a little bit more action and that bait's gonna put more fish in the boat.
Okay, so that combination with a direct tie and then using a barrel swivel eliminates all that.
A lot of that curly
right?
cue, if you're casting, if you're vertical jigging, you know that bait goes from side to side so many different times on a fall that it just really takes out that curly cue in the bait.
Okay.
A lot more action.
Yeah, and we've got a pretty exciting bait tied onto this one too. We've got the new jigging shadow wrap from Rapala, and just talk to me a little bit about the action of this and how it is a little bit different from like your standard glide bait.
So this glide bait is kind of similar to a jigging wrap, but then it's not. It's a complete different breed of bait. It's a little lighter weight. It's going to be a lot more side to side, slower drop. It's not quite as heavy as a number 9 jigging wrap, which is going to give you a lot more time for those fish to react to it.
Okay, so like with your regular jigging wrap, a lot of times they'll pin it to the bottom because it moves real fast. So with this one, it glides a little bit at a slower rate, so they'll like actually hit it on the drop a little more, won't they?
They'll hit a jigging wrap on the drop as well, but this bait gives them a lot more time to react. I think it'll be a lot better hookups because it's not a bait that they're going to pin to the bottom. They still will pin it to the bottom when it's sitting there. There's a lot more time in that fall for that fish to grab a hold of it on the slack line.
Okay, perfect. So enough talking about this. Let's actually get it in the water and start fishing with it.
Healthy fat fish. Good girth to that baby.
Oh, a nice walleye. Oh, very nice one.
Just golf the bait.
Yeah, inhaled. So we just fished with the 1 limited. Tyler put on a bit of a clinic against me, catching 4 fish out of that first pod. But we're gonna move to our second one here. Second one is the 1 series. So Tyler, tell us a little bit about the 1 series.
So the 1 series is also gonna be made out of that 40-ton graphite. Has a little different full cork handle compared to the 1 limited split grip handle. This rod is actually made in a few more actions. It actually has 6 bait casting and 6 spinning. We added a few bait casting models because they were highly requested for those different style anglers doing different technique specifics.
Okay, and this may or may not help you catch more fish, but the graphics on this is pretty sick. It's got that kind of flat gray on black combo, and it's got a little different font of text. It's a sharp looking rod when you pick it up and check it out. All right, so what applications is this rod really good for, and what are we gonna try here now?
It's good for anything from casting jigs, vertical jigging jigs, plastics, crankbaits. You could use it for different style of blade baits as well, pole and bottom bouncers. It's all different higher end approach. Great rod. Today we're going to be using a jig and a minnow and trying to vertical jig and fan cast some walleyes.
All right, perfect. Let's do it. Nice fish. So next up we got the Trophy Series, newly revamped. Tell us what's new about this one.
Trophy Series is going to be a 24-ton graphite rod. It's going to have a full cork handle. It's also going to have stainless guides and stainless inserts. One nice thing about the stainless inserts, if you're casting heavy braid, whether you're casting swim baits, crankbaits, it's not going to hurt the inside of these guides at all. It's our lower price point on our rod lineup, and for the money, it's an awesome rod whether you're a starter, just getting into fishing, or you're an avid angler.
Okay, yeah, and this one's really an all-purpose rod, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do anything from jigs, jigging wraps, pole bottom bouncers, slip bobbers, cast swim baits, live bait, anything.
Perfect. Okay, and then the last one we're going to talk about is the Pro Classic. And I have a soft spot for this one. Pro Classic has been great in our lineup for many years, and it's got a serious facelift this year. This is, for the price, it is an absolutely incredible rod.
This rod has a new look to it this year. It's going to be a little different color. It has that flat black to it, a little gray in it as well. It'll have a new reel seat and a new split grip handle to it.
You know, and this is quickly becoming one of my favorite rods in the lineup. Just with the reel seat, you just have so much feel for this rod, and it's just, for the price point, it is incredibly tough to beat.
Yeah, for $79.99, you're not going to probably get a better rod. New reel seat, new split grip handle, has some really good looks to it, has a 24-ton graphite, great evolved guides. I mean, this is an all-around great rod.
Absolutely. All right, and that's going to be a wrap for today. We fished with 4 new rods in the 2023 SCHEELS lineup: the Pro Classic, Trophy Series, 1 Series, and 1 Limited. All awesome rods. Caught a bunch of fish today. We did a lot better on the jigging wraps than anything else. Was gonna try to catch fish using different lures on all 4 of them, but you know what? They just wanted the jigging wraps today. So make sure to head to your local SCHEELS, check these rods out, or visit us online at scheels.com. Thanks for watching.